Most of us can hold it together when life is calm. The real test comes when someone cuts you off in traffic, a coworker takes a shot at you in a meeting, or a family member says exactly the wrong thing at exactly the wrong moment. What happens in those few seconds tells you more about your character than almost anything else. Being hard to provoke isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about owning the space between what happens to you and how you respond. That space, small as it sometimes feels, is where your character actually lives. Here's why it's so hard. The human brain treats social threats like physical ones. An insult triggers the same alarm as a punch. Your heart rate climbs, your thinking narrows, and your mouth opens before your mind catches up. That's not weakness, it's biology. But most of the things that set us off aren't actually dangerous. They're inconvenient. They bruise the ego. And the ego isn't the same as the self. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born into slavery and spent his whole life thinking about freedom, made a distinction worth sitting with. He said some things are in our control and some things aren't. Other people's behavior, their tone, their opinion of us, not in our control. Our response, completely in our control. Once you really absorb that, the game changes. There's a real cost when you don't. When you snap, you hand over power. Whatever the other person said, your reaction becomes the story. The original offense gets forgotten. The explosion is what everyone remembers. And beyond that single moment, every time you lose your composure over something small, you're training yourself to be reactive. Habits compound. The man who reacts to everything becomes someone people walk on eggshells around. Marcus Aurelius had more power than almost any man in history, and more reasons to be tested by difficult people. He wrote in his meditations as a reminder to himself that you have power over your mind, not outside events. He knew it was a daily practice, not a one-time achievement. Now, being hard to provoke is not the same as being a doormat. A calm man can still speak plainly. He can set a limit. He can hold someone accountable. The difference is he does it from a clear head, not a bruised ego. One practice worth starting today. Before you respond to anything that irritates you, take one slow breath. Just one. It creates a pause between the trigger and your response. Research has shown that simply naming what you feel, saying to yourself, "I'm angry right now," reduces the intensity of that emotion. The next time something irritates you, and something will, treat it as practice. Take a breath. Notice what you feel. Then choose your response like a man who knows what he's doing.